I love taking photos. I have loved taking them as far back as I can remember. I also love the Legend of Zelda series, so I wanted to combine the two, and Breath of the Wild is a perfect game to do so. As I attempted to start this journey, my first plan was to get the camera ruin onto my Sheikah slate in Hateno Village. From there I would just start taking photos with the tool. As soon as I finished the first 4 shrines to unlock my Sheikah slate's ruins, I busted out all of my Zelda amiibo to get some supplies to start with. I ended up with 2 Eponas right away, which is incredibly rare. Like, when does that actually happen? At this point I was thinking, oh, I'll just ride one of the Epona off to Hateno Village and get that camera quick and easy. But no. I had spawned the Epona before coming off the ledge with my paraglider, so I had to say goodbye. So then I was off to Hateno Village on foot, but had a few distractions along the way. A few yahahas, a handful of shrines, a snazzy outfit change, and some good old mischief later, I finally made it to Hateno Village. Once I was several hours into the game, I finally got the camera ruin and did my first shots on the cute little para using my Sheikah slate. Happy with my photos, I then started my photographic journey by traveling back to the start and choosing a place on the map. For this episode, I thought the Temple of Time was a good place to start. I started with the shots of the goddess statue as it glowed in the dark and rainy night. I took multiple shots to try and get different colors and fog animations. And of course, tried different angles. I also took some time to compare many shots against each other. It was also at this time that I realized that you cannot save the photos you have taken with the Sheikah slate onto your SD card with the Switch. This was not going to work then, because as you can see, the only way to view these pictures is through the Sheikah slate application, which puts lines and animations through the photos. I then had an idea and busted out my Guardian amiibo so that I could summon the metal boxes. These metal boxes are going to be my tool to getting the perfect angles I desire for my screenshots using the Switch's screenshot capture button. This way I can take the screenshots of the game without my character in the frame. All about tricking the in-game camera. But this is when I ran into another snag. When I uploaded the screenshot onto my computer, I realized that I was having to crop the picture a lot to get around the in-game icons such as my hearts and map. There had to be a better way of doing this. I did some research and found out that when you change the HUD to Pro in the options menu, it eliminates all icons except the hearts. I could work with this. Editing the hearts out of a screenshot is a piece of cake in Photoshop. Days later, I was finally ready to make this series. I was finally equipped with the tools and knowledge I needed to make this the best it could be. So now I welcome you for joining me along this fun little series of Breath of the Wild, a photographic journey. Now that I was officially kicking everything off, I once again got my box of tools to help me frame myself for the photos I wanted to take at the Temple of Time. For each episode in this series, I want to aim to take at least 5 different pictures in a specific location. I will then only print out my favorite shots from the episode and put them into a journal. So to get going, here is my process in getting those shots. A lot of magnesis, carrying boxes from one location to another, framing and finding my next potential picture, me being just as clumsy in game as I am in real life, attempts at knocking out skeletons with a big rock, and just finding little areas of inspiration to take shots in this beautifully detailed game. I know as I keep up with this series, it'll become more fine-tuned, but for now, I am happy with the start of it, as these were my results at the Temple of Time.